Thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football, the 4-1-2. It's a great day to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's jump right in. So we all know the big news about Aaron Rodgers being signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was the best news we've heard in a long time, but things keep getting better and better. The Pittsburgh Steelers organization are really impressed that Aaron Rodgers stayed in excellent shape during the offseason, and this just shows us that he's serious about winning football games for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He knew the entire time he was going to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So what does that tell you? He's dedicated and ready to roll, and that's all I want to hear from Aaron Rodgers. The Achilles injury will be a thing in the past, and I'm telling you right now, Aaron Rodgers is going to roll off into the sunset with another Super Bowl ring right there, and Cam Hayward is going to ride off into the sunset with him. They're going to be like peanut butter and jelly, bosom buddies, arms around each other, walking off the field after a Super Bowl victory. According to Jeremy Fowler, the Steelers are pleased with the shape Aaron Rodgers is in. They really hadn't gotten a full assurance just yet. They had good vibes and expectations and all those things, but nothing was done, Fowler said via ESPN SportsCenter. They finally got that concretely set up, and they're really pumped now because they feel like Rodgers has remained in good shape despite being away from the team. They knew he had this personal matter he was dealing with. That was a big part of why he took such a long time. But it looks like now he is ready to play football. Let's get ready for some Steeler football with Aaron Rodgers. Fowler also went on to say the Steelers feel like the receiving corps is young and hungry, which will mesh well with Rodgers and the way he plays, Fowler said. Yeah, young and aggressive. And that's what Aaron Rodgers wants to do. He doesn't want to go on prolonged drives where he might take a hit or an extra hit. He wants to air the ball out downfield to DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, Pat Freiermuth. The big play is coming back to Pittsburgh. No more of this dink and dunk and being one-dimensional with Russell Wilson. We have a real gunslinger at quarterback, and he has something to prove. He doesn't want to go the way he went out on the Jets, and he didn't even play bad. But there was this narrative out there that Aaron Rodgers didn't play well for the New York Jets, the worst organization in the history of the NFL. So he's coming to the Steelers, ready to go, guns blazing, and I love it. And you know what's another thing? I want him to wear number 12 to make Terry Bradshaw's hair literally light up and fire. Nothing will make me happier when I see Aaron Rodgers take the field wearing number 12. Also, more good news from the Pittsburgh Steelers from Robert Woods. He says he knows Aaron Rodgers for a long time. It'll be, I think, a quick transition to be able to understand the NFL and the holes and the gaps with Aaron Rodgers, Woods said via the Jim Rome Show live on X. A lot of vet receivers, a lot of experience with the receivers. I think a few weeks. I think we could be under wraps pretty quickly with Aaron Rodgers and the receivers that we have. That's exactly what we want to hear. The Steelers reportedly made it known to Rodgers how important it was to them that he arrived for mandatory minicamp, and he ultimately obliged. He didn't play any games. A lot of people should be apologizing to Aaron Rodgers right now, particularly ESPN and the national media, for just making up lies that he's this selfish guy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Aaron Rodgers has been nothing but transparent since the beginning, and he is a man of his word, and he kept his word. The Pittsburgh Steelers are also hoping Aaron Rodgers can have similar effect that Tom Brady had in Tampa, analyst says. That's exactly what's going to happen. You don't think the locker room is energized right now? You don't think the fan base is energized? You don't think TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, and Minka are saying to themselves, we really got a shot this time. We're running out of time. Everybody's running out of time. Whether you're a rookie or a vet, you're running out of time. You don't have time to waste in the NFL when a great career is only about 12 years. So this is exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, the Steelers, we're going for 7. We're winning the 7th Super Bowl Lombardi Trophy. It's going to happen. That's a perfect example. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they were a mess before Tom Brady came there and won the Super Bowl, but they had certain pieces in place. Sound familiar? Does it ring a bell? We got a lot of good pieces in place. We got a guy. If you look at Aaron Rodgers, he gets the ball out of his hands super fast. He doesn't hold on to the ball. So everybody's worried about the offense, and so am I. We need our offensive line to play better, but guess what? We got a real quarterback who understands it's better just Better off just to throw it away than get an interception or get sacked, or he can't do it anymore like Russell Wilson. So we have a guy that's a total master at quarterback that understands this position. Jerry Dulac also comments Aaron Rodgers' contract with Steelers worth under $20 million. Dulac reports money was never the issue. Aaron Rodgers told us from the beginning it was never the issue. His contract is, I think it's like base is 10 or 12 with incentives to get to 20 million. But this was never a big. Aaron Rodgers came out from the beginning and said, you know what? You're criticizing me for all these things. My certain family members have issues, health issues. I'm not going to give him a hard time with the contract. And exactly what he said he was going to do, he did. So how is he getting any negative criticism? You just don't like him. That's it. You're just being ignorant. You just don't like the man for no reason. Has anybody accused him of being a bad teammate? Has anybody accused him of not helping younger players? Has anybody accused him of making it all about him like a George Pickens type player? You have never heard that about Aaron Rodgers. So all the hate that he gets, you know what? You just don't like the guy. Everybody that does stuff like that, you need to take a long look in the mirror and look at yourself and look at your flaws. All right, this will be the last thing about Aaron Rodgers. Ravens head coach reacts to Steelers signing Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name ain't Lamar Jackson. Harbaugh went on to say, I really don't have a reaction. I mean, just respect for the Steelers. Obviously, respect the team that they have, the coaches that they have. Head coach Mike Tomlin. Harbaugh said in a video by ESPN's Jameson Hensley on X, we've always respected Aaron Rodgers as a player. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. We'll have to go against the Hall of Fame quarterback with one of the premier teams in the league who happens to be our arch rival. So we'll be preparing for that. Yeah, you better do that, Baltimore Ravens, because things are about to change. We're about to have your number once again. Will Howard, impressed during OTAs, could take the reins from Aaron Rodgers in future, says Insider. This is also good news. Nothing but good news for the Steelers. From everything I've been told, this is a really good time for Will Howard, the Ohio State quarterback, coming off a national title. NFL insider Tom Pelissero told Rich Eisen Friday, even though Mason Rudolph was taking the number one reps, it sounds like Howard was really good through those practices. He'll continue to get, I anticipate, a bunch of reps in the mini camp next week. That's all we want. We just want him to get better, learn the offense, and when his time comes, his time comes. You gotta love Will Howard. You gotta love all the intangibles. You gotta love where he was drafted in the draft. National championship winner, 6'4", 240 pounds. He can throw the ball. He can run. He's athletic. Every single team he's ever been on, he's elevated that team to success. That's the most important thing. He's a winner. Also making a lot of waves at OTAs was Peyton Wilson. Listen, I absolutely love Peyton Wilson. When you watch the film, he's always hustling to the ball. He's always in a bad mood when he gets to the ball carrier. His length, his athleticism, his speed. He's 6'4", 245 pounds, running a 4.4 40, can jump 40 inches. I mean, he's absolutely incredible. And the most important thing, the most important Steeler quality, he's nasty. And I love it. He's Jack Lambert in 2025, just 45 pounds heavier and faster. He's going to be an absolute stud this year. And I love hearing this news about Peyton Wilson. Impressive to watch Peyton Wilson move around. Fittipaldo told 93.7 the fans Jeff Hawthorne Friday morning, even though he added 5 or 7 pounds this offseason, he had another pick in practice the other day. He's just so fluid and so athletic. Wilson bulked up to about 243 pounds after playing his rookie year at 235 pounds. In today's modern age of linebackers getting smaller to be faster, Wilson has size and speed. Adding that weight fills out his tall frame. A player whose body makeup is more akin to linebacker of the 60s and 70s, like Jack Lambert or Ted Hendricks. I mean, yeah, I love those comparisons, but Peyton Wilson is a lot bigger than those. I'm not just talking height-wise. They're all tall, but even when he didn't add this extra weight, he was still playing at 235 pounds. He's up to 245 right now. I mean, he's a lot bigger, girth-wise than those two players were. And again, I love Peyton Wilson. Steal, absolute stud, steal, the length. You could put him in passing packages. You could blitz him off the corner. You can let him rush the passer. He could drop back in that length, pick off passes. He can do it all. He's Mr. Versatility. And I love wrapping up a Friday with nothing but good news for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football, the 4-1-2.